Hello everyone, welcome to Audit Course Week 5 Day 1 Part B. Today we are going to plot the output characteristics for a common emitter BJT configuration. So for the BJT output characteristics, we have to set up the following circuit schematic and LT-SPICE. Make sure that you name the components as it is shown in this diagram: VBB, VCC, RB, RC, and enter the RB and RC value as 100 kilo ohm and 1 kilo ohm. And we need to select NPN transistor from the component library and the sources, that is, two sources, DC voltage sources, VCC and VBB. Label them, I mean, enter the details properly. And we need to do a small activity, that is right click on the sources, click on advanced. So it will show an option of none, click on OK. So that means none will be selected. So similarly, we have to do it for VCC. Why we do this step is, this step will ensure that VBB and VCC can be varied. If you directly enter a number, that number cannot be varied. So this step will ensure variation. Now we have to define our own NPN parameter, that is beta. So what we need to do is right click on this NPN and make it as NPN1. Okay. Then after this step, go to right most corner of LT-SPICE, locate .op, click on it, then select SPICE directive. One window will open up. You have to enter this statement, that is dot model npn1 npn bf equal to 100. So this npn1 means it is the same user, the name defined by the user, right? It can be any name. But the next word, that is NPN, is the reserved keyword indicating that it's a NPN BJT. And BF means beta equal to 100. So that's the syntax. Click on OK. So this statement will appear on the schematic, that is dot model npn1 space npn space bf equal to 100. Next, we are going to plot the BJT output characteristics. So for that, one more step is important, that is labeling the various terminals, that is base, collector, emitter for NPN BJT. So for labeling, right click on the wire near to the base, collector and emitter, and one by one we have to label them as capital B, capital C and capital E. This is very important step for plotting. So to add a label, right click on a wire, click on label net, enter the label and click on OK. So that way we have labeled the various terminals of the BJT. Once the circuit schematic is ready, once all the labeling and all the the text and everything is ready, we need to go to simulate, click on run, go to next, and in that you have to select DC sweep. There will be various options: transient, AC, DC. So you have to select DC sweep from there. Then a new window will pop up, window will appear. So there you have to enter the name of the first source to sweep. Remember, we have given this as VCC, so give this as VCC. If we have given this as small VCC, give that small VCC number, label over here. So you have to enter the same thing as you have given in this source over here. So here I have written capital V, capital C, capital C. So here also you have to write the same thing. Type of sweep will be linear. Start value is 0, stop value is 10, increment is 0.1. The name of the similarly we have to enter the details for the second source. So name of the second source to sweep is VBB, type is linear, start value is 0.5, stop value is 2 and the increment is 0.5. Click on OK. So this statement will appear, that is dot DC VCC 0 to 10.1 space VVV 0 to 2.1. So this statement will appear on the schematic. That means we have successfully able to vary it, and now we are ready to simulate this. So what's this step meaning? This step means that we are varying the value of VCC from 0 to 10 in the steps of 0.1, and we are varying the value of VBB from 0.1 to 2 volts in the steps of 0.5. So the moment you click on OK, and this screen will appear onto the schematic. At the same time, a new blank window will with x-axis as 0 to 10 will also appear. Now let us see what to do with it. So for plotting the output characteristics, we have to plot a graph of IC, collector current, versus collector to emitter voltage, VCE. So after that blank window has appeared on the x-axis, right click anywhere inside the blank waveform window, right? So click on add trace, select IC of Q1 from the various options. This is the collector current flowing through the transistor Q1. Click on OK. You will observe a curve of IC versus VCC. So this is how the curve will look like. But this is not what our desired curve. Our desired curve will consist of IC versus VCE. So for doing that, what you need to do is, here it will be numbers written 0 to 10. So right click on the x-axis. So now the quantity to be plotted will be VCC. To change it to V of C, I repeat, right click on the x-axis. The quantity to be plotted you will see is as VCC. Change it to V of C. So once you click on OK, the desired IC versus VCE plot will appear on the screen, waveform screen. So why we have plotted only V of C? Why not VCE? As we know that emitter terminal is grounded, VCE will be equal to VC only. So this is the way we got the output characteristics. So now we can say that these curves are distinguished to each other with different, which are having different values of IB. So IB1 is greater than IB2, which is greater than IB3. Now we have to note the different values of IC for different values of VCE. So what we need to do is, we need to select any one from these three curves. So maybe I've selected the middle one, and you need to drag the pointer away and near to the origin and note down these values, that is 0 at 0 at 100 millivolt, 200, 300, 500, then at 1358 volts. So you need to do that. You need to note down these values, right, for the particular values of VC. So if you do that, that experiment will be complete. That is, output characteristics of BJT, NP and BJT is complete. Okay, so that's it for this lab session. Next time we'll see another BJT circuit in different configuration mode. Until then, have a good day and thank you.